Alright, this is a 52-inch Hampton Bay brand gazebo ceiling fan I got at Habitat Restore because I clean up and fix fans lying they received by donations. So basically I'm a volunteer there. And yeah, now this basically just looks like an ordinary fan at first glance. However, closer inspection reveals that it has plastic blades. That's not normal. That's because this is actually an indoor-outdoor fan, so it could be used in both settings. It was originally installed indoors though, because there's really no mud on it or, rust or anything like that. It has a light kit, which I'll demonstrate for you here. Accepts two 60-watt maximum bulbs, and I'm using energy-saving ones. They're 60-watt equivalent. You could probably tell they're not the typical warm white ones though, because it gives them like a more pure white rather than the yellowish white color. Anyway, enough about that. And I'll turn the fan on. Start with high. And that little piece of black tape is just to kind of indicate RPM. Now this thing is very powerful. I don't know if it's powerful enough you can hear the wind noise in the camera, but probably. It's also very fast. And RPM wise, I'd have to say this probably goes around maybe 155. So it's pretty darn powerful. It's also pretty stable, considering one of the blades is kind of bent. Alright, now I'm going to turn to medium. That probably goes around maybe 120, 115 once it slows down. And now for low, which I'll demonstrate with the light. That probably goes around maybe 100 and well, maybe a little less than 100, maybe around 75 or 60 RPMs. Alright, turn everything off here. Slow it down. I'm going to talk about some general information on it. Like I said, it was installed inside, which is kind of odd. I don't get why you choose an outdoor fan inside. I mean, you might as well just get a standard one. But I guess it worked for them. Also, it was installed on a lower ceiling, and I can tell because it's flush mounted. See, there's no down rod there. And I think it was also hung on a wood beam because there was little wood chips everywhere. But I removed those, and it's pretty clean now. Now, I'm going to talk about the pros and cons and what I would give it out of 5 stars. I like the fact that the blades are designed. They're not just plain white plastic. As you can see, it has like a wood grain pattern. It is slightly cheap looking, but it's still pretty interesting. The other side, just if anyone was wondering, is just one line going down the middle. However, it can't be used on this side because it says, this side up. So it's only the wood grain pattern. They're not reversible. I also like the fact that it has like this interesting pattern of venting on the motor. It's pretty uncommon for fans these days, at least. And also the pretzel, I believe that's what these called. These pretzel blade brackets are pretty interesting as well. And it also comes with a light kit, which is handy, and a very odd, but still cool, glass globe. It can also be installed without a light if anyone wanted to. Now I'm going to talk about the cons. Even though it can be installed without a light, there's still this extra chain left, which is kind of useless and just adds clutter. Although it's not that big of a deal. Also, it's very noisy. I have no clue why. I think it was just used a lot on medium speed and high speed because those are the noisiest, and that's why. Also, the little piece of rubber covering the reverse switch has cracked, so as you can see, you can just do that. It doesn't really insulate it as well as it should because it's supposed to be a water guard. But, yeah, overall, I would probably give it 4 stars. This particular version of the gazebo is not made anymore. I believe they started production of this in the late 90s, like 1998, 1999, somewhere around there. But now they actually came out with the Gazebo 2, which is still a pretty cool looking fan, although I think the Gazebo 1 was a more original model because, first of all, the new one has doesn't have this globe, it's just more standard looking. And also, it doesn't have these vents. I think it's a bit different. But yeah, anyway, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video, and lots more cool stuff to come.